I'm not 60 years old with the majority of my money in Coke or Procter and Gamble, which is obviously super stable. I'm here to party. Welcome back to Broke Man Finance. My name is Adam. What is the purpose of Safemoon? What problems does it solve? Is it a scam? It is a scam. Blah, blah, blah. These were some of the comments that I was reading on my last Safemoon video. We've all heard them before, and I've asked them. Not to mention, even more Kevin Spacey comments. Kevin Spacey does crypto reviews now. Of all the celebrities, this is the one I get attached to? Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm going to attempt to address some of those concerns in this video by giving it some foundational context from my perspective. I think that's a thing. But as always, I am no crypto expert. I'm still learning like a lot of you, and I'm definitely no financial advisor, so make sure to do your own due diligence before you invest any of your money. There are a lot of risks on several levels here. If you can't handle big swings and big dips, then maybe crypto investing isn't the thing for you, and that's okay if it's not. If you stress out and you're pulling your hair out and you can't sleep at night because of your investments into crypto, then maybe you should step back, punt, and find somewhere else to put your money. A lot of us investing in crypto now, we're betting on its use years down the road because we are in the infancy stages still. There is still so much maturing to do. We are nowhere near where we're going to be. So we're betting on getting in this thing early. That's the bet. That's the gamble. Picking the right ones to get in on now, and then watching these values grow year after year. Many of the deflationary tokens don't have a lot of use yet, let's be honest. That doesn't mean they don't or won't have their place in this crypto world. As they mature, they will obtain more purpose and more usefulness later. Every day the market gets more saturated with altcoins. The separator will be how they evolve and can interact with our world. Who will be able to innovate successfully while making our lives more convenient? I look for those two things in every investment, and you will hear me say that on the channel damn near every video. Innovation, convenience. That's the recipe for success. Gold has value because a long time people decided that it did. Paintings, sculpture, Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards have been selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Why? Well, one reason is because millennials are just getting more money. But two, and an even more bigger reason, is the Pokemon community decided which cards were valuable, what that value was going to be. Same with NFTs now, and really Safemoon. If the crypto community sees Safemoon as having potential, then that's where the value will be placed. Just like individual Pokemon cards, some cryptos will be worth more than others. They even got me looking for a damn Charizard. I don't even know what the hell that is. And all crypto's purposes will at some point probably redefine itself as this thing evolves. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. Let's talk Safemoon. Safemoon is still the #1 most searched cryptocurrency right now. Although it's been down the past couple days, people are still seeking Safemoon out, and the holders is constantly moving up. And as that number moves up and down, more and more tokens are being burned. So as long as that number is moving up, we are going to eventually, I believe, head into a good direction. Unless something happens, and I'm going to explain that in a minute. The recent drop doesn't concern me too much. Maybe just because I mess around with a lot of penny stocks, so maybe my risk for volatility and my tolerance for volatility is pretty calloused. It doesn't really affect me that much anymore. I'm not 60 years old with the majority of my money in Coke or Procter and Gamble, which is obviously super stable. I'm here to party. Just a little bit of good news can send this thing right back up before consolidating at new highs. And I see that pattern of behavior continuing as long as the hype and the demand is there. Safemoon CEO John Caroni and CTO Thomas Smith During an Ask Me Anything, they announced that Safemoon would be listed on 2 new exchanges in the coming weeks. And we've already talked about them going after Binance whenever Binance was on, saying that if there was a demand for a coin, if it was there, then they would list it, which would obviously be a big deal for Safemoon. I see this in the same way that I view DraftKings. Every time that DraftKings gets into a state, because half the country still doesn't have legalized gambling and they're not letting DraftKings in, but every time they do, every time a new one does, that's a whole new arena of revenue and users. Every time an exchange lists a new, whatever cryptocurrency it is going to boost those holders, those token holders, and is only going to take away from that supply. With the popularity of Safemoon, and it's proven because that search history, every time they list on a new exchange, that is going to be great news for Safemoon and all those token holders. Safemoon's development team says the token will be available in the Middle East soon and announced a China launch on Tuesday. That alone would be huge. But wait, there's more, and this is the catalyst I see pushing this thing up sooner than later. Certic, a cryptocurrency security ranking platform, is in the process of assessing Safemoon. They are running a security audit on Safemoon to determine if there is any kind of scam issue, and at the same time they are helping Safemoon with their own security issues. After this audit is complete, as long as it's positive, I see this thing being a great catalyst for Safemoon because there are investors on the sidelines that are very crypto knowledgeable. They want to see this thing get through this audit and make sure it's not a scam like BitConnect. Because Safemoon keeps getting compared to BitConnect. But as long as they can pass and it's in a positive light, I see this bringing an influx of investors. However, if they fail that audit, if it's bad news in this audit, that will spell disaster for Safemoon, and this thing will drop like a rock in water. Lark Davis, a cryptocurrency investor, analyst, and YouTuber, is critical of Safemoon and has likened it to the BitConnect scam that left its investors stranded with worthless cryptocurrency tokens. Lark says Safemoon is no different. This is why a lot of people are looking at this with suspicion, but with anticipation of that Certic audit. All of this going on, Safemoon is trying to launch their own exchange where participants would benefit the same tokenomic system for other cryptos. If you hold Bitcoin, the longer you hold Bitcoin, the more you make in Bitcoin. Now, there isn't a lot of information out there quite yet, but I would have to assume that the Safemoon token would hold some sort of important role in the exchange. Therefore, Safemoon's purpose and problem solving could end up bringing just more stability to other coins and the entire market in general. But of course, that is a completely speculative thing, and let me know what you think it could be in the comments below. My only concern with the exchange is that tokenomics isn't really set up the best for trading around tokens. If the benefit is to not trade and hold on to those tokens so that way you earn more and you're not penalized, doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of the exchange? It becomes more, and maybe I'm completely off, but it becomes more of a crypto savings account and less of an exchange. It seems like it's going to be a savings account with the ability to exchange. And tell me if I'm completely wrong on this. And tell me in the comments if I'm completely off. That's just the way I'm reading it. And if I'm reading it wrong, then by all means enlighten me and get me on the right path here, because that's the way I'm seeing this. I don't know if that is that great of a exchange or not. I don't know if I would want to use that. But I think Safemoon is trending in the right direction. I think they have enough momentum and hype that the slightest good news could send this thing right back up. And I believe that the tokenomic system, although it's young and we're in the infancy stages, I think there's something there to build on. I think that deflationary tokens has its place in this market, and we are just trying to figure out how it's going to work in this ecosystem. But I appreciate you watching. I hope all those tokens go to the moon. I hope your stocks stay green, and I hope everyone out there takes care.